I want to talk about Pinterest keywords because this topic can completely transform how your pins show up in searches and get seen by your dream clients. Pinterest keywords is like really a part of one of the secret sauce ingredients to make your content go further, to be able to better repurpose your content and be able to actually convert the clicks that you get and the traffic that you get to leads and sales from the time that you're spending on creating those images. So, if you've been pinning away and not seeing results or not getting traffic, there's a number of things, seeing impressions but not getting the clicks, things like that. I want you to stick with me because we're going to talk about a bunch of different things, okay? Let's start with what are Pinterest keywords and why do they matter? So, the biggest thing people are like, okay, I know what Pinterest keywords are. Plainly put, it can be the words and the phrases that you put on your account. The problem is, a lot of times, we don't think about, or I'm going to set my phone up here so I can see your guys' comments better. We don't think about Pinterest in multiple facets. So, Pinterest as a search engine, Pinterest as a lead generation tool, Pinterest as a sales generation tool, Pinterest as non social, which I preach about all the time. But also, we don't think about it in terms of the computer, and we don't think about it in terms of the user, and we don't think about it in terms of Google, right? And we need to try to be able to think about these things as a whole. So when we are talking about what are Pinterest keywords, best put, they're the words that your user is going to be typing into search. Not what you think they're going to be typing into search, but what are they actually going to Google? What are they actually going to Pinterest and typing in? I did a podcast recording the other week with someone who focuses on Facebook ads. And when we were looking, Facebook ads as a like word or phrase was not the biggest thing that people were searching. It was actually different than that. And so to be able to come in and look up those phrases, you have to be open to the fact that it might not be what you think, right? So Facebook ads was actually not the keyword, it was advertising. And some of you might be like, okay, that's not a big switch. But when we're talking about how these phrases actually help your ideal clients find you, if you're not using the right phrases, your pins are not showing to the right people. And so then you can't get the traffic and the leads from that. Does that help make sense? So I think that for me, I want people to understand that you have to think about it in 2 terms, and I've been starting to talk about this a lot more. You have to think about it in 2 different ways, right? So, you have to think about it as the user, you have to think about it as the computer, because Pinterest at its core, like I talk about a lot right now, is a computer, right? And so my definition of Pinterest keywords for you guys, to keep it plain and simple, is they're the magic words or phrases that your ideal audience is typing into that tiny little search bar at the top on their phone or on their computer. to find exactly what they need in that moment. And whether it's we all know Pinterest is for recipes and things like that, crafts and whatever. So whether it's for a must-try recipe that they are looking for, or a game-changing business tip, or the perfect product to be able to solve their problem. And by problem, I don't mean that they have an issue. Problem could be I need to get a gift for a birthday party my 8-year-old son has on Sunday, and I really do. So that could be a perfect product that I find on Pinterest. But it's what I type into the search bar that's going to solve that problem for me. Think of them more of like breadcrumbs that are going to lead users straight to your content. When you use those breadcrumbs and sprinkle them the right way with the right phrases onto your pins and your boards and your profile, you are literally basically shouting to Pinterest to say, "Computer and users, show my stuff to the individuals that actually need it right now." I don't care about everybody on Pinterest, but I care about the people right now that need this. And the best part about that is, like I just said, they're not just about showing up in search. Like when we go and we talk about keywords for Google, right? We want to rank in search. When we go and we talk about social or TikTok or things like that, you happen upon videos. You happen upon social posts. But they're not just these keywords on Pinterest are not just about showing up in search. They're literally about showing up in front of the person that said, right now in this moment, I am ready to either click on it, to save it, to take action on this pin. So this creates this simple, strategic, but very effective marketing strategy. And so that's literally the way that I can define like Pinterest keywords down to the minute level to help you understand why you're going to need them for both organic and ads, regardless of where you're at in your marketing funnel. With that, how do we find the best keywords? So, there are a number of different ways that you can find keywords. I'm going to go over a couple of them, right? So I like to do the search bar with auto suggestions, trends, and then competitive analysis, which I have coined as a trademark for pin hacking. Okay, so let's talk about where to find the best keywords for you specifically, right? Where are the golden keywords for your niche hiding? What's really cool is I like to be able to help you with where you're at. We have multiple times a year a campaign called Love from Where You're At. You don't need fancy tools or hours of research or tech or things like that. Pinterest can literally help you find them right on their platform. So let's talk about a couple of these things. They have something called auto suggestions. I call them ABC search. So if you go into, I have my phone set up right now, so I can't show you. But if you go into Pinterest and you look at the little top search bar on your phone, it's the top right. On your computer, it's going to be the top right as well, but it's a little bit bigger. I'm sorry, on your phone, it's the bottom center. On your computer, it is the top right. But you can type in a phrase or a word into that search bar, and then there's going to be little suggestions that pop up as you type that. And they're going to be categorized from A to Z. So anything that is highly searched right now pops up into those auto suggestions. This is literally Pinterest telling you what people are actively searching for right now. It's like having a very fast, streamlined cheat sheet for getting inside of your audience's head. The bonus tip that I have for you right now is if you click on a keyword and then see the tags that are underneath that appear, those are actually more niche variations that you can use to level up your strategy of keyword research. Wicked cool, right? The other thing that is really cool is they have Pinterest trends. This is free. It's trends.pinterest.com. And what's really cool about that is they actually will help show you what is trending. Now, some people have come to me and be like, okay, but it doesn't go future. And that's fine. I get that. Like, you want to be able to have this crystal ball to look into the future. And I totally understand that. But what it does is you could say, okay, this past year in February and March, what were the top trends for your specific niche? And you can look up categories, you can look up interests, you can look up a whole ton of stuff. So you can head over to trends.pinterest.com and see what's going on right now. Or my suggestion is to actually look at what's going to be hot or predicted to be hot in the next 6 months. You're going to be able to look at seasonal trends, rising topics based on month and year on what has happened over time. But these are insights into your specific audience's interests. This is what they are searching for and looking at and doing all of that. So think of that as your secret weapon for being able to stay ahead of the curve. It's really actually fun to be able to look at what worked last year and then take that and be like, okay, put it together with the Pinterest predicts that Pinterest comes out with every year. They're always right 8 out of 10 times, if not more. They have been habitually for many years in the past. And then combine the two and see how you can use them together. Now, competitive analysis. Let's talk about this, right? Pin hacking. This is literally meant to be used for good. This is not to spy on your competitors, to copy them. What it is looking at what they are doing and how you can fill the gap to do it better. So you go and you search for a keyword you want to rank for, and you see what pins are pulling up in the top 10 results. Look at their titles, look at their descriptions, look at their boards even, and see if they're ranking, what signs are they giving that they are using? What are they pointing to? What are the keywords that they're going around? And you could even do this in incognito window and bonus tip, have Pinterest help you show what keywords and things that your competitors are ranking for. Now, don't go out and copy their title and copy their description, but you can turn around and you can say, okay, they have this keyword, but they're not optimizing for this one. And so then you would want to see how you can do both. You would want to see if there's a way that on your pin, you mention one of them, and in your title, you mention a different one so that you can focus on multiple different areas and fill the gaps that Pinterest or that your competitors are not. By using those three tools, pin hacking, trends.pinterest.com, and their suggested search, ABC search terms, you're not only going to be able to start to find some of the really good keywords for your niche, but you're also going to be able to stay relevant, strategic, and one step ahead of your competitors because you're filling the gaps that they're missing by doing all of that. If you're like, okay, this is amazing. I love this. I get this. I've been using keywords. I've been going to trends. Maybe I'm getting impressions, but I'm not getting the click-throughs. Or maybe I'm getting the click-throughs, but I'm not getting the leads or the sales. I want you to do me a favor and tell me audit, because I have a free audit where I'll go through and I'll look on the front end of your Pinterest account and I'll see, what do I see? I'll basically pin hack your Pinterest account. I have some tools that I can use that I pay for. I have some different code hacks that I go in because I'm really big into data and look at things to give you a streamlined approach. Okay, these are a couple quick tweaks that I would make to be able to better show up, to be able to change from just being seen to actually getting the traffic, to change from just getting the traffic to actually getting a sale from Pinterest. Now, let's talk about the quick ways that we know how to find the keywords. Now, how do we use them? Because finding the keywords is only literally half of your battle. So, the first place everybody knows to put them is the titles and descriptions. They're prime real estate for Pinterest. Think of them like a billboard going out there and saying, "Hey, look at me," explaining what your content about, grabbing the attention, and then also making the algorithm, Pinterest computer, take notice. The other place that you need to focus on, though, is your board descriptions. Okay, don't be sleeping on your boards. This is something we hit heavy in Jumpstart and my results coaching program because I have literally seen someone go from working with a Pinterest expert using only keywords on their board titles and descriptions and making a few tweaks that I taught in the Jumpstart program to getting not only amazing traffic, but her first sale in just a couple months of being in my coaching program. So don't sleep on your boards, you guys. These are just as important, if not more important, when it comes to getting found. You want your boards to have a keyword rich description of what is going to be inside. Do not keyword stuff. Do not just put a bunch of keywords in there. We want to make sure that our board descriptions are literally speaking to our best friend. The other place that a lot of people forget about is your profile. Your profile isn't just a place to introduce yourself. It is your 3-second attempt at attracting your dream audience and helping Pinterest better categorize you. So write that short, punchy bio, include a few key terms in there. Again, like you're talking to your bestie. And bonus points, if you can also highlight what makes you different or why people should care about your content on this platform, like your focus on organic growth or solutions for e-commerce business owners, then that's going to help you even more. The other place that gets very commonly overlooked is your keyword rich blog links or landing pages. Pinterest doesn't just stop at your image. It follows your links. It makes sure that your blog posts, your landing pages, your sales pages are optimized with the same keywords that you're going to be using on Pinterest. This creates a seamless experience for your users. Pinterest attaches a relevancy score from your pin and your website on the platform. If your relevancy score is off, they're not going to put you up higher in the algorithm. You want Pinterest to have a strong signal that your content is exactly what people are searching for. So when you use keywords strategically like this, you're not just going to be increasing your visibility to build trust, build authority, be able to convert. That's the whole thing. I'm not out here saying, do this work, create these pins, post on Pinterest, find the keywords so that you can be present. No, I want you to convert. I want you to have leads. I had someone come to me the other day and be like, I hear about all my friends on Pinterest and they get leads, but they don't get sales. Okay, that's a different problem. Let's talk about that, right? It is 100 million% possible to earn sales, to earn leads, to sign clients. You guys, I sign my management clients from Pinterest. It is possible. And I want you to be able to see that as well. So that this is just going over keywords because keywords are essential, right? And hopefully you had fun finding or talking about what can actually work, putting them to good use, right? But I also want to make sure that you guys feel inspired and ready to be able to either fix your Pinterest account because it's not static and it's ever changing and you can always optimize it, or get started on the platform, right? So if you guys have questions about anything about Pinterest, please feel free to drop them below because I'd love to continue this conversation, whether you're here with me live or you're watching the replay, because this is something I am extremely passionate about. This is why I get to work from home. Pinterest is why I get to work from home. It's why I get to snuggle my kids because of Pinterest, because I've been able to build my business in that way that I can be able to do that. And so I want you to feel comfortable with the platform. I want you to be able to succeed on the platform. And if you are ready to go deeper and really master Pinterest, then let's chat about how I can be able to help you crush your marketing goals. This isn't the end all be all. This is to amplify your business. This is to amplify your funnels, your sales. I want you to go rock those keywords. If you have questions on specific keywords you thought were supposed to be great for you, but they're not really helping you right now, feel free to type them below. Replay viewers, I am still here to keep this conversation going. I will catch you guys all next time.